Hey guys, how are you doing today? This fine evening. Now, I thought I'd try to make a quick video, and today was a good day as any, because actually it was better than good, because I have been watching some YouTube videos, of course, and I've seen a lot of people asking in comments of other repair channels about BIOS issues. How do you do BIOS resets and all that sort of thing, you know, when a machine stops? And a while back, Microsoft and computer manufacturers made it so that BIOS updates are done via Windows Update, and that has bricked a lot of computers. You get frozen BIOS, which Sorin coined that term, and yeah, a lot of those things. So you have to reset the BIOS. Sometimes all you do is just unplug CMOS battery, unplug laptop, unplug power, wait 30 seconds, press the power button just to discharge all caps, and plug everything back in, wait anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on RAM training and whatever, and the computer works just fine again. Other times, and this one can be harder, but a lot of times, if you buy faulty motherboards, or computers, I should say, maybe not motherboards per se, but when you buy faulty computers, it's very often that it's BIOS related, and all you really need to do is just get a fresh BIOS or get a working BIOS, clean the ME region, or get one that's already cleaned and just transfer that. Read the chip, dump it, clean the ME region, and yeah. But anyways, I figured I'd try to make a short video. I haven't made a video in forever, but I figured I'm gonna try and do it now, and I'm gonna try to be better at posting regularly. So I'm gonna switch over to my camera, and here I have, these are just two motherboards I had laying around. So on these two motherboards, there's on one of them it's a WSON, and on the other one it's a SOIC. And I will show you under the microscope. I will start with, okay, so this is from a Lenovo. The board is an LA-D471P, and let's just, it's very zoomed in. I'm zoomed in a lot here, but the chip in this case, it's mostly it's WinBond chips, and you can see that's a WinBond. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see better. This has damage, as you can, well, not damage, but it's actually a working board, but it has corrosion, and yeah. This is a WinBond 25Q64FVSIQ, and that is a SOIC. The other board is an WSON. I'm gonna try and get the lights right. Try to 25Q64FVIQ. So these are they're very similar chips, and you read them the same way. For the longest time, actually ever since they were released, I've been using one of these standard well, this is a CH341 black, and I have the A version as well, but I always found that this black worked better for me. I've almost always just used one of these SYC clips, although this clip will not work on the WSON. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit. On the WSON chip, this clip will not work. You can get a pogo pin style. That will work just fine as long as it matches up, but then you have to sit and hold. On the SYC, it works just fine. One thing you can do, like a lot of people will tell you that, hey, you gotta desolder all that. You don't. Sometimes yes, most times no, you don't have to desolder. Just clip it on, Bob's your uncle. But there are exceptions. And I'll show you just one. I just use these. They're bought as travel jars for creams and salves and all that. I just use it for chips and parts that I've pulled off. So I'll show you one thing. I'll just pick a random one just to show you. If you do desolder, or if it's the one time that you have to desolder, most people use one of these adapters like this, which has a place to resolder, put them into the programmer and all that. But instead of keeping to or trying to put a lot of heat many times over, like desolder from the motherboard, resolder to the adapter, program, desolder from the adapter, resolder back to the motherboard, that's a lot of heat exposure to the chip. Take the SOIC clip, take the chip, make sure that you know which one is pin 1, which is down to the left, and that matches up, or should match up, with the red, which indicates pin 1. And what I do, I'll just put it in. Just like that. And yeah, because I bought a new programmer. I got this, which is the Geku T48 Pro, which is a TL86 or TL8662 clone. And I will, okay, I'll clip this on. So pin 1 down to the left, and pin 1, or red wire, the chip is in the clip. I'll put you over to the screen. Yep. And I will show you using in the Geku software. You can just do a auto, and this is the one that's in the SYC clip. It's not on a adapter, anything. Detect, and it comes up straight off. And this is a SOP8. So yeah, I can just do select, read, reading flash, and finished. Now I'm not gonna do a verify on this one because this is not the one that I wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you that having it in the clip like this worked just fine. But now I'm gonna just read the chip straight off the board. Pin 1 is down on the left. The only thing you really have to do is just make sure you have good contact. Like that. The auto detect only works on 25 series proms or EPROMs. Go back to the screen. I am gonna do a auto and detect, and it comes up straight away, but it comes up as a BV. What we had was an FV, and it's an SOIC. Select. Now this is the important part when you're fixing a BIOS. I've taken the board out. You don't have to take the board out, but I have the board out. I want to dump the BIOS that's on it right now because I want to have a backup and one that I can clean the ME region of. So the correct chip is selected. I read. It's reading the flash memory. This is a small chip. It's an older card, so it's a small chip. Takes just a couple of seconds. And I go out, but very important, verify. So just verify that what you have in the buffer is matching what's on the chip. Verify success. Then you know that it's the good read. What I do is I just click save, and I use the folder from XG Pro. I'm just gonna call this LA D471P bin, actually dump org bin. File is saved. Now comes the little part that can for some or sometimes be a little tricky. You need to find a BIOS to write. There are a few things you can do. Of course, go on the manufacturer's site, see if they have a flashable BIOS file. Unfortunately, that's very often not the case anymore. Like, they have so much crap that they bundle, so you can't just get a binary file to flash and be done with it. You have to do a lot of things just to maybe get a binary, but there are places. Now I suggest using, most people will also tell you, use badcaps, badcaps.net. There's a link down in the description. Badcaps is like the place online to get information. You can get schematics, you can get board views, BIOS files, or just do a Google search. Someone will have had the same issue or will have done something to have a BIOS file. So everything can be found online. If you're having problems, you can just go on Soren's Discord server, Electronics Repair School. I'll put a link to that also down in the description, and I'll show you because I'm a member there, and I'll put you over to the screen. In Soren's server, you have a whole section down. If you go just to the bottom, you can ask for schematics, you can search for schematics. A lot of places or files are already there. You can post BIOSes, ask for BIOS, or you can have stuff done to it. There are a few of us that do clean ME regions and do work on BIOSes. There are not that many. You can see lead farmer is prevalent there. I haven't been doing this much lately. Been struggling too much with my leg. But anyways, just try and search. Okay, let's see. This was an LA D471. I'll search for that here. Okay, that's not available on Sorin server. But let's check. Bad caps. LA D471. I'll even add the P. And as you can see, there are a lot here already. And this is posted in the BIOS requests only. Lenovo Yoga 710 49 KB. That's the model of the laptop. And let's open that and see. This is someone that's asking for a BIOS. And here you can see SMD Flea. He's like the super mod on bad caps. So there's a binary file. Let's just do the one for SMD Flea. In the new folder, you can see it. There is a BIOS file, 8,192 kilobytes, 8 megabytes. Let's go back to XG Pro. We have to load the file, which is this one. We load. Now all you have to do is click program, and this will erase the chip. It will program, and it will read back and verify that what it wrote is actually on the chip. Then you're done. In this case, the chip is 8 megabytes and SPI programming 8 megabytes. That's quick. And you can see this is not taking long at all. When you're getting into the 64 megabyte BIOSes, with that'll take time. That can take up to 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. There, succeeded. Now we have a new BIOS on the chip. We didn't desolder. We didn't expose anything to temperatures again and again and again. The best investment I've made. The CH341 you can get for what, $2, $2-3. The XGQ, it is an order of magnitude more. I think I paid $38, something like that, for this one. I got free shipping, but yeah, it's well worth it. Now, I bought one on AliExpress. I'll put a link down to the programmer that I bought on AliExpress. I'll link that down in the description below. Full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. If you do buy something using that link, I get a few cents back to me. Kind of help me develop more. And yeah, but now after you've read or programmed the new BIOS onto the board, test it, see if it boots, and if you do get a screen, you have a problem solved. Okay, so I basically never use the adapters like this anymore for BIOS chips. Stopped using them a long time ago because I do not want to expose the chips to more heat than I have to. I just clip the clip on. Bob's your uncle. The only time I do use adapters and all that is when if I have to read, because this, unlike the CH341, this can read 25 series, 24 series, and I do believe you can read some 93. I can't remember that for sure, but yeah, 2425 series SPI ROMs. That's it. This one, the X-Gecko. This can read eMMC, it can read NAND, it can read, yeah, a lot. I think it supports something like 20,000 different ICs. And that list is always increasing. But I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more about BIOSes, how you can unbrick a bricked motherboard, and it would help me a lot if you left a comment telling if there's something that's unclear, if I'm long-winded. I know I am. And yeah, this is just the way I do videos, and I will see you in my next video.